I'm your host, Welcome 93. You're joining me for the Rake and Recluse, Chapter 17, Lilly. Wake the next morning in comfort you've never known. But a quick perusal of the house determines that Perry is nowhere to be found. The servants watch you with mild suspicion. Perry insisted I be treated like a guest until things were sorted, but I can't stand the stairs. You've tucked yourself away in your favorite room to wait for his return. The room is, of course, the library. You find yourself perusing the shelves with a desire only the unachievable can bring. You pull down a large gilded leather volume. There's a handwritten inscription on the front cover. You trace the words gently, aching to uncover their meaning. The happiness of a man in this life does not consist of the absence, but in the mastery of his passions. You whip around to find Perry leaning against the doorway. He looks worn and sad around the eyes. I should apologize for intruding. I beg your pardon, my lord. I've been searching for you this morning, and not finding you, I wandered in here. I did not mean to intrude. Perry dismisses your apology with a shake of his head. He gives you a wary smile as he approaches. He plucks the book gently from your hands. It was my mother's favorite. Perry points to the inscription. Tennyson addressed it to her. They met at Buckingham. A note to a duchess from a famous author, written at Buckingham Palace. Our worlds are so different, it's amazing they can both exist at the same time. It's a beautiful book. He hands it back to you. Keep it. What? I couldn't. Barry pushes the tome into your hands. Oh, she cannot read. Reminding me that you can't read, actually. You shake your head. My lord, I simply cannot... You can. You meet your eyes, his green eyes, so bright and full of warmth they heat the air between you. You will. You bite your lip and nod. Very well. Now, did the servants give you breakfast? No, my lord. I wouldn't dare impose upon them. Barry's face darkens. Impose. Lilly, I thought we hadn't established that you are here as my guest. Only for the night, sir. It's time I be put to work. If I am to be, the servants will never trust me elsewise. Perry shakes his head, dragging a hand over his mouth. It just won't do, Lilly. Your stomach sinks. Does he mean to forgo our arrangement? I cannot have you as my servant and continue our relationship in the way I think we both like. But you will be my guest, and only my guest, until you are done with me. Done with him? Afterwards, you may take a position in another house if you wish. 'Tis a generous offer, my lord. It's not generous, it is right. Something in the fierceness of his expression catches your suspicion. If I may ask, where were you this morning? Barry scowls and paces over to the window, attending my new charges at the Roxley house. Ah, with his brother, then. His Grace had not stayed long after catching us on the front steps of the Trumbull house. He merely fixed Perry with a withering stare and stormed away. I should have known more would come from it. I should ask how it went. Was it terribly awkward? Barry gazes out the window. It did not go well. You can see the hurt written in his face and rush to his side. You lay your hand gently on his chest. He sees me clearly for the first time. A fraud, a rake. No, he does not understand. I owe you so much. Your kindness is beyond description. Barry's gaze softens. He strokes your cheek. Gideon does not see it that way. And perhaps he is right. Your eyes narrow as the pieces come together. Is that why you are so insistent on treating me like a guest? The guilt and answer is clear in Perry's eyes. I see. You feel anger simmering within you. It's not to do with me, merely with proving your brother wrong. Lilly, no. He reaches out for you again, and you take a sharp step back. If it's all the same to you, I think I will join the others in the kitchens. I don't want to be used as some piece in you and your brother's game. Lilly, please. If I have done for you, would you say you will listen to me? That stops you short as the desperation in his voice. Cross your arms and resolve yourself to listen. You may be right. Runs a hand through his hair and stares at you pleadingly. Perhaps I did make the offer to spite my brother, but Gideon does often bring out the worst in me, and the best. Perry reaches out. This time you do not pull away. You tuck your hands inside his. You are the best of me, Lilly. You deserve the best of me, and let me do this for you. Except meekly. You find yourself blinking back tears. 'Tis not fair. What isn't? You've such a way with words. How can I possibly argue? Smile sweetly and tilt your chin to meet his eyes. Then don't. Still, I must beg your forgiveness. Barry stares into your eyes. Lilly, you are always free to refuse me. Though I see now that my behavior did not presuppose that I crossed a line, and no doubt I will do so again. I merely ask for your patience as I navigate this unfamiliar territory. Feel yourself thawing. 'Tis unfamiliar to me, too, my lord. But as you have been patient with me, I only do the same for you. You come together in a long embrace. You, my lord, you make me... What is it, sweet? I feel safe. I simply feel so very safe. It should not be like this between us, you, a chosen son, and I, His arms tighten around you. You will be safe with me. He takes your hands back in his, kisses the tip of every finger, the palms, and the insides of your wrist. You feel a smile against them. What is it? Only that you have it wrong. I am not the chosen son, my brother is. I am merely the spare. Give him a coy smile. You are also a rake, and not nearly as safe as you profess to be. The grin fades from his lips, and the sadness has returned to his eyes. Would you do me the honor of accompanying me on a walk through London? I find myself in need of fresh air. I should love to, my lord. Oh, you're bringing us out to nature. In the crisp, dusky air of London, you and Perry stroll through the park hand in hand. The world is so much bigger than I ever realized, and the men in it so much more complicated. I agree. You and Perry sneak sidelong glances at each other as you stroll through the trees. You arrive at a bridge and lean over the rail to watch the water race beneath you. But soon the silence between you becomes strained. Perry's gone stiff and distant. You lay a hand on his back between his shoulders. My lord, have I offended you? He straightens to his full and commanding height, and your breath hitches. He catches you by the shoulders and pulls you against him, neck to knee, his green eyes searching. Then his lips seal over yours. One hand is on your neck and the other at your waist. But your arms are pinned beneath his, and you feel the first flutterings of panic. I should break free. No, I'm not ready. What happened in the train car was different, controlled. Everything was in my power. But this passion is too wild, too frightening. You wiggle in his arms, but he does not relent. A spike of panic pierces your chest, and you push against him hard. Break free of his arms, and he stares down at you in shock. You are both restless. Beneath your panic, you feel a low thrum of passion. Peregrine! Lilly, I beg your pardon. I don't know what came over me. There is no recompense for my untoward behavior. Oh God. Why are you yelling at him? If I hear one more word about untoward behavior, I am going to jump off this bridge. Uh-oh. You both spin around. In the heat of the moment, and neither of you noticed the rider approaching, nor realized it was Francine atop the horse. She leaps down from the steed and stares at you both, hands on her hips. Is she wearing trousers? I hear congratulations are in order. Congratulations, miss. I don't know. Francine waves a hand. There's no point keeping it secret, Lilly. The Lord knows I could never keep one from you. She puts a hand on your arm and smiles. If this is what you want. She seems to be waiting for you to say something, and you jump a little in surprise. Oh, yes. Yes, of course it is, Miss Francine. She grins wildly. Then I'm delighted for both of you. Now, Francine, if I may ask, does my brother know you're here? Francine's expression darkens. Oh, he does. No sooner has Perry posed the question than another horse approaches at a mad clip. It's the Duke of Roxley. He swings down from his horse and marches straight to Francine. Francine, do you have any idea how dangerous London can be for a woman alone? Let alone a woman in trousers. Do you have any idea how dangerous London can be for a man who's enraged? Such a woman? Run. I'm just cueing the song, man. His grayish purses his lips, looking a tad ashamed. I'm beginning to get an idea. All this madness is my fault. I am the cause of it. No, you're not. I should apologize for the trouble I caused. Defend Perry, defend Francie. Apologize. Your Grace, I am sorry if I have caused you distress. The Duke turns away from Francine, and looks to you, expression softening. But I must tell you, you are wrong to blame your brother or Francine for what's transpired. His jaw drops. You feel a little shocked yourself. I've never stood up to His Grace before. Technically you did, about 6 chapters ago. I'm here out of my own choice, and Perry has been nothing short of a gentleman. A gentleman? A gentleman? I like how they're both shocked. What? A gentleman? You smile. Well, the kind of gentleman I need. As you see, Gideon, it's just like I told you. Down with propriety and up with free will. You'll find we're all much happier for it. Well said, Francine. Oh, Perry, shut up before Gideon gets mad again. Francine rounds on Perry, finger pointed ominously in his face. Oh, don't think I've let you off the hook. I want you both to make peace. Shake hands, wish each other well, hug if you're in the mood for it. The Duke is the first to react. He extends his hand to Perry. Perry, however, takes longer to respond. What's slowing you down, Peregrine? I'm merely dreading the thought of visiting with Lord Hipplewalt. Everyone stares at Perry in a blank confusion, and he grins. I must inform him that his betrothed isn't his at all, for she is the perfect match for my brother. With that, Perry grabs Gideon's hand and pulls him into a brotherly embrace. I love the waltz music. Chapters does such a great job with their music. They really do. So without further ado, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below, links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Without further ado, stay tuned. We got a few more chapters of the Rake and Recluse. Then we've got the Twice, the Growl, and Court of the Nightfall. Until then, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.